Hey, it's the second week of June. I had a bit of time on my hands, so I decided to place my peppers out. Um, I think this is the layout I'm going to go with, cramming as many in as possible. This one's for the salsa bed. So I did the onions in between, and then I'm just going to put the peppers all around. The tomatoes will be in the back, and I'll have cilantro back there as well. I think it's going to work out well. It's a mixture of sweet, spicy kind of thing. We'll see how it goes anyway. I don't have enough time to plant them right now. I have to get ready to go somewhere, but I just wanted to space them and see how I like that. And then this bed is the official pepper bed. I did kind of a similar layout. There's 2 rows of sweet and then a row of hot and another row of sweet, I believe. Again, I can't plant these today, so I will be doing it probably tomorrow, but just wanted to show you the process. Bye. Hey, so the plan today is to get my tomatoes in. I at least wanted to get my cherry tomatoes that are going on the trellises in between the beds. Um, but if I can get all that done, I'd like to get my other tomatoes planted as well. I meant to do this 3 or 4 hours ago, but some personal stuff came up and I got delayed. I think it's now close to 7 maybe, so we'll see how much I can get done. I have made lists of what cherry tomatoes I want where. The plan was on each panel, you can see that, I can't tell where I'm pointing. I was going to put a tomato on each side. So there would be 4 growing over the trellis. But because I grow so many varieties, I couldn't decide which ones I want to do. So we're doing 3 per side instead. Um, so this is kind of what my list looks like. How I'm going to lay them out. And then this kind of got, it faded because it's been in the greenhouse for a while. But this is my list for my tomatoes that I will single stem and grow up on the strings. I normally put 8 in a bed. This year I will be putting 7 in these 3 front beds. I don't know if you can see these ones. And possibly 7, possibly 6 in the other beds. Because I'm doing the cherry tomatoes along the edges here. I don't know if I'm pointing at the right spot. Right here. I'm putting cherry tomatoes there. I don't want to have a tomato too close to the edge there, so I'm spacing it closer in. So we'll see how that goes. I think I figured out which ones I want to do. I have 6 picked out for each bed. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. Yeah, we'll do those. And then if I get all those done, everything will be done except for the sweet potatoes. And I believe tomorrow I'm going to put them in. We'll see. I still kind of have them soaking, getting ready. And then once I have all of the tomatoes in, oh, and the beets are done too. I don't know. I recorded 2 videos about the beets. I did a quick video of before me planting the beets, and then I did a video after I had done the beets. But when I went back to edit it, the first video is not there. So I either just didn't hit record or I somehow lost the video. So I'm not sure if I'm going to add the second part of the video because it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense without the first part, but we'll see. I might. But I did transplant, and these, so hard to point on this. The two middle beds, I transplanted the beets in, and then this front bed, I seeded them in yesterday because the transplants were a pain in my butt, and I'm not doing that no more. And anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling on. I'm gonna get going before I lose all the sun. I'm gonna put this on a time lapse because I just don't have the memory on my phone to take regular video. And when it's all done, I'll take it in and show you what I have planted. Okay, so that actually went pretty fast. There wasn't that many to plant, so it wasn't that hard. And I am doing something different this year with my tomatoes. I usually start them way too soon and they're huge going out, and I plant half the plant as deep down as I can. But I've been following a couple of different YouTubers this year, and one of them used to grow record-sized tomatoes and other vegetables. And him and a few other people say that you really should only plant them, you know, not that deep. The root ball and maybe a little bit higher, just because the soil down deep isn't as warm, and then it stunts your tomatoes. And I'm planting out much smaller tomatoes this year. I have to admit, does have me a little worried. I'm planting out some that are quite small. I didn't even pot them up. They are still in their little 50 cell trays. They're not root bound because I did start them so late, which is fantastic. Usually they're root bound by now. So we'll see how well they do. I don't think I have a problem with the soil being too cold because of the raised beds. It warms up pretty fast, but I did want to try that technique this year. So now that we still have some daylight, we are going to put in our regular tomatoes that we will single stem. See how many beds we get done of that, and then I'll show you what those look like. So I'll put it back on a time lapse and see what we get done, and we okay, we got all the tomatoes officially planted. Well, in the front yard garden. I know I said I would take you around for a tour of what I did plant, but it's getting really late. The sun's getting pretty low. I have to go to the store and get milk so the kids can have cereal for breakfast. And the flies are starting to get to me. So, but we're done. All the cherry tomatoes are in. All of the main tomatoes that I will single stem string, so I'll put the string up. But I think it looks great. I know you can hardly see with the sun. It's a bad angle, so I will come back tomorrow and show you what we did. I am going to interplant some lettuce and flowers kind of in between and behind the tomatoes. So I'll probably do that first before I show you what I've done. And I don't know if you can, no, you can't see back there. The big trellises. Planted the beans. I know I said I wasn't going to do beans on all three of them this year. I was going to try something different, but I can't not have my trellis of beans. It's too beautiful. And I'm going to stick with my squash, pumpkins, cucumbers, all of that in the backyard this year. The cucumbers, beetles were so bad out here last summer. They basically killed everything anyway, so there's no point in doing that again. And I do have a new growing space that I'm excited to show you in the backyard when it's all set up. It's gonna be a little more for high production and pretty. I like it pretty out here. Anyway, I think that's about it for the night. I'm gonna go wash up and then I'm gonna go to the store and then I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey, I did a quick clip the other day of me setting these peppers out the way that I wanted to get them planted. And I did end up getting back later that evening and finishing them up. So now they're all set for the season. They went through a little bit of transplant shock, I think. Some of the bottom leaves are a little yellow, but the new interior growth is nice and lush. So happy with that. They're all looking good. Tomatoes look fantastic. I did put some cilantro in between there. And then that bed is all full. I also got my peppers or tomatoes done yesterday. I didn't get a chance to show you what they look like. I'm trying to walk through my garden mess here. So the cherry tomatoes, like I said, are going to be going up over these trellises. See, I have an alley of trellises through this walkway. So the tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes, there's 3 on each side. And hopefully they'll grow up over the trellis, look gorgeous, and we'll have, you know, a couple million cherry tomatoes to eat. Yeah, this is the other pepper bed. These are looking really good too. I've never done a bed solely peppers before, so we'll see how it works. I guess it's got other things in it, but the main crop is peppers. The tomatoes that I got done last night are back there. And the beans that I planted out are looking really sad. They're not going through the transplant. I guess they are going through transplant shock, I should say. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm not feeling very well today, but I need to get out and get some stuff done, so excuse me if I'm a little slow with my words today. I'm gonna go back and pop in a bunch of seeds with these just in case they don't all survive. I had started them early because my other beds weren't done and I didn't want to be so far behind, but then they got so big that when I transplanted them, it didn't go so well. So you win some, you lose some. I go over here. And again, these are the tomatoes I got planted yesterday. I didn't really go through the varieties yesterday either. So these beds here, the front two, are my hybrid beds. I've been one to grow the majority of my crops as heirlooms or open pollinated, but after last season, with the excessive amount of rain we had, I lost all my tomatoes by August. Barely even got a harvest. So it was pretty disappointing. So this year I said I'm going with some hybrids with my other ones as well, and just see how they do. I don't know if they'll make it any longer than the regular ones or not. We'll see. There's some more of those cherries and those tomatoes. So the front two beds, like I said, are hybrids. There's a mix of colors. This is orange, red, orange, red, orange, red. All of these, I believe, are like a red or a pink. Yep. And then, let's see, what's in this bed? Oh, this is my dark tomatoes. So we have the Cherokee Carbon, which is also a hybrid. It's supposed to be, I don't know, kind of like the Cherokee Purple, the Black Crim, the Carbon, all mixed in one. So let's see how that one goes. That's the Black from Tula. I've never tried that one. I'm excited. I think it is. Anyway, Black from Tula. Yep. This is Japanese Black Trifle. Black Beauty. That one looks gorgeous. Like even the stem, all the leaves are incredibly dark. This is Carbon. I've never grown this one before. And then this is Indigo Apple. And this also has really dark leaves and stem. I'm excited for those. And then here is my big yellow / orange tomatoes that I love so much. I have Rainbow, Amana, Pineapple, Persimmon. That is new for me. This, I don't even know if I could pronounce. Nope. But it's a yellow orange one, and Old German is also like a yellow orange. So I'm excited for those ones. And I don't know if I said in a recent video, I know I had said when I had took the covers off, I had really poor germination of my carrots, and I could not understand what had happened. I think I figured out the problem. It was slugs. I believe they did germinate because I had been peeking and I seen germination, and then when I finally pulled them off, there was nothing. So I assumed they didn't germinate. But then after that, every night I came out and I had to hand pick. Oh my God, it felt like hundreds of slugs off of everything. And they've just been eating my carrots, like eating the tops off them completely. So, ooh, this trellis always has spider webs in it. So I usually gotta get something to use the hose. Get something to break them. I don't like walking in spider webs. If anyone knows me, everyone knows I'm terrified of spiders. But we have an agreement in the garden. They can stay and eat the bugs, but they are not allowed to come on me. Oh, yuck. So this bed is mostly paste, I believe. So we got the Sheboygan. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it sounds hilarious, so I'm going with it. Orange icicle paste, I believe. The pink oxheart, orange banana paste, the Amish paste, and Korean long paste. This guy's looking kind of sad. It is really sunny and hot today, so we're kind of, maybe yesterday wasn't the best day to plant them. And then this bed over here is just my big red delicious tomatoes. We got some Boxcar Willie, Delicious, Abe Lincoln, Hungarian Heart, Vintage Wine, and Rose. So I'm excited about those. There's the broccoli that I transplanted after the carrots were decimated. And this bed is just growing so big. These aren't going to fit soon. They're just growing so tall. But I've been seeing a lot of the caterpillars lately, and I don't want them getting on them. Although they've been eaten by slugs anyway, so. Yeah. There, so now you've seen the tomatoes. I'm going to go back now and plant flowers and herbs and lettuce. I'm going to kind of put them all in. Now that I've planted all the main crops and I can see what space I have left, I'm going to fill those spaces up with, I don't know, I have a bunch of different flowers. I have marigolds, zinnias, calendula, alyssum. I have so much alyssum. So I'm going to do that today, I think. Plug all that in. And over there, you can see the beds are fixed. I'm not going to show you them right now because I did do a separate video on them, and I'm going to be planting the sweet potatoes. So I'll show them in that video. I just want to update on the tomatoes and the peppers. And today is, I'm going to go with June 17th. Maybe. I could be wrong. I've never had my garden completely planted this early. It's crazy. And this week it's supposed to be 30-some degrees, which is unbearable for us. But it drops back down to like 22, 25 for the rest of the week, so that's great. All right. Once I get all the flowers and everything posted, I will be back. Bye.